So for this video, I have some ways I think people are doing email marketing wrong, and I've written them down on my phone here, just so I don't forget them. But the first one I don't have written on here is I see a lot of people thinking email marketing can be done by one email a week and by newsletters. So this newsletter is just like a gathering of content that's useful information, and you send it out once a week. And honestly, I don't think a lot of people are excited about getting your newsletter. I just don't think that that's something compelling enough for them. If you are using other means of marketing your business and getting sales, then yes, a newsletter can be that, additional information, links to stuff, low pressure, right? And I think a lot of people kind of do that for email marketing because they don't want to put the pressure on themselves to actually get sales through emails. But emails and email marketing can be so powerful, so beneficial. It can create a situation where you don't have to spend a lot of time, but you can get those sales consistently, and you can have time freedom, you can have lifestyle freedom, and also financial freedom. So we want to think about how to use emails really well, and one email a week is not enough. It's just not enough to make an impact on having a good income. Now, there's always exceptions to that rule. If you have a huge following and they're really, really engaged with you somewhere else, like YouTube, for example, if you have a huge following on YouTube, you send one email a week, those people are already really engaged with you. You could make a lot of sales for that one email a week, right? But let's say you're an introvert like me, you don't have a big following, you're not like internet famous in any way, or have other things working for you that would make that newsletter work. If you don't have other things working for you and you're trying to make the newsletter be the thing, I would recommend you switch to daily emails and don't make it a newsletter, make it a connection, an email from one person to another. And that's what I do. So the other thing I've seen, and that, Black Friday just passed, so this is a big one, is only emailing when you have something to promote, right? So we've all seen this, and we often use this as an opportunity to unsubscribe. I think most of us do. It's like a friend who calls you only when they need something, right? So if you have people sending you emails and you haven't heard from them all year long, or they send you emails only when they're got something to sell, then you're going to get annoyed with them because, well, we do sign up to hear from people about what they sell. I certainly do. And I think a lot of people do. However, it feels like they're using you. Okay, you didn't put in any work. You're just going to tell me about your sale, and I don't really know who you are. I don't know why I should buy your products, but you just hoped you could throw a link out there and get the sale, right? So we don't tend to like that. So another mistake people make is not selling in email. And I see a lot of people using email as a content platform. Now, if that's your strategy, if that's your intention, and you want email to be another content space, go for it, right? Like if that's something that's your strategy. But if your intention is to make sales through those emails, there's a better chance of that if you're actually selling in the emails, right? Like I like to be direct. I like for people to know that I have a business and my intention is to sell. I'm going to give them a lot of good information and value, inspiration, motivation, all those kinds of things in email, but I'm also going to sell. And it's going to be to their benefit because my best stuff is the stuff I charge people for. And so I think they're going to want to know that, especially if they like my free stuff, they're going to want to know, what do I have to offer that's even higher value that I have to charge for it, right? So assuming your emails are annoying, I've seen this often where people are worried about emailing and they think they're annoying people, and they're worried about getting unsubscribes, and they're worried about all these different things, that the email is intruding on the inbox. That is a big mistake. You want to consider your email as a welcome message in their inbox. You want to think about that email being something they are looking forward to receiving. They are happy to open. And that is where the power of your messaging will come in. Don't come in like an apology. Come in like a thank you. Like they are going to thank you for being there. So the fourth one, just super, super annoying. People don't like it. I don't like it. You don't like it. It's bait and switch, right? So we don't want to try to trick people to open our emails. We don't want to trick them to get on our list. We don't. So a good thing that, is a good example is the freebie. You can offer a freebie, but if you offer a freebie and essentially they think that's the only thing they're going to get when they sign in to get it, and then you start sending them daily emails, they're going to be annoyed. So when people opt in, that's a contract. So you don't want to bait them in with a freebie and then just start selling them without them being aware of what's going on, because that's going to be like a bait and switch. They're not going to like it. What you want to do is invite them to join your list, and then you'll give them the freebie. So the freebie is still on offer, but make sure they're well aware. I let them know when they're signing up. I let them know when they've got the first email that I send regular emails and the value of those emails is high. They're going to like them, but they can unsubscribe at any time. So you don't want to bait and switch people. You don't want to make people think an email is about something and then they open it and it's about something else. We want to be honest and direct and helpful and useful, and that builds a long-term business that gets easier over time. The more people trust you, the more they've been on your list, the more they realize you're not playing games and doing tricks, the more they are likely to make those purchases when you make those offers. So if you want to learn more about email marketing, I do have a free masterclass on my site. You can check that out and sign up for it. You will get on my email list. You will get daily emails, lots of things about email marketing, about making courses, about lifestyle freedom. I share what I'm up to, what's going on in my life, and how I'm making sure to work to live and not live to work. So I'll talk to you soon.